the giants of North Wales. A long, long time ago, before people understood science, people lived in the mountains of Eryri. They saw very high mountains, deep valleys and huge rocks everywhere. But there was a problem. No one knew why the mountains were so high or why the valleys were cut so deeply into the land. People at the time had no explanation of how nature could shape the land over thousands of years. So people began telling myths and legends and stories. They said that giants had once walked across the land, and when a giant stamped his feet, the ground sank and a valley was formed. When he threw a huge stone, it might land and become a mountain. Across the land there were other strange things too. There were standing stones rising straight up from the ground as if a giant had placed them there. There were also dolmens, ancient stone structures made from rocks, so heavy it seemed impossible that ordinary people could have moved them. So the stories said that the giants had thrown the great stones, they'd raised the standing stones and left the dolmens behind. Today, we know that glaciers, water and wind shaped the mountains over a very long time. But for people a long time ago, when there was no clear explanation, stories, myths and legends about giants were a wonderful way to make sense of the huge landscape around them. There are many stories about giants and giantesses in North Wales, and here are some of them. Barclodiad y Gawres, the giantess's apron, Cawres Tre'r Cewri, the giantess of Tre'r Cewri, the Cwm Trwsgl giant, the giant of Twrog, the Idwal giant, the giantess and giant of Bwlch y Ddeufaen, the giantess Llechi Cymru, Ifan Goch the giant of Bwlch, Rita the giant, Bendigeidfran, and Idris the giant. Cawr-drewin or Drewin the giant, and the three giants Ysgydion, Offrom and Ysbryn. And here is one of those stories. The story of Idris Gawr, Idris the giant. A long, long time ago, there lived a wise and powerful giant named Idris Gawr in the mountains of Eryri. Idris was so large that he could sit on the top of a high mountain and look out across the whole land. That mountain became known as Cadair Idris, which means Idris's chair, as if the mountain itself were a giant seat made for him. But Idris did not go there only to rest. At night, when the world was quiet and the wind moved gently across the mountains, Idris would sit in his great chair and watch the stars. He watched them slowly move across the dark sky and try to understand the secrets of the world. People long ago said that Idris would count the stars, think about time and the universe, and even compose poetry while looking up at the heavens. The sky above the mountains was so clear that the Milky Way stretched across it like a glowing river of light. One day, Idris had been walking a long distance across the mountains. His boots were full of dirt and small stones. When he reached his chair on the mountain top, he took off one boot and shook it out. As he shook the boot, 3 large pebbles fell out. When the 3 stones landed in the valley below, they formed 3 small hills, and the hills looked like 3 little mounds, and people said they were the 3 pebbles that fell from Idris's boot. So, whenever people saw those hills, they remembered the story of the giant who sat on this mountain chair, watching the stars over Wales. The story of Rita the giant. A long time ago, there lived a famous giant named Rita Gawr in the mountains of Eryri. Rita was a huge giant and a very strong warrior, but had a very strange habit. Every time Rita defeated a king or a leader in battle, he would cut a piece of the man's beard. Then he would keep the beard to make something special. Over time, Rita collected many beards, and in the end he made a great cloak from them, a cloak so strange that no one else in the world had ever seen one like it. Rita was very proud of his cloak, and he believed that no one was stronger than him. But one day, Rita heard about a very famous king named King Arthur. Rita sent a message to Arthur saying, "If you're a true king, send me your beard. I want to add it to my cloak." Of course, Arthur was not happy about this at all. So, Arthur came to the mountains to face the giant. And there a great battle took place between the king and the giant. The battle was long and fierce, but in the end, Arthur defeated Rita. The old legend says that Rita was buried beneath a great mountain, Wyddfa. And so, when people look at that great mountain today, some remember the story of the proud giant with a cloak made out of beards and the great battle that brought his story to an end.